So I just cut a couple of notches in these 2x6s and do the same on the other side, and that will allow through ventilation from the soffit vents. Built me a couple little handy dandy holders to hold these boards up here. I elected to go with 2x6s on these fascia boards. Wanted the extra strength for this whole shed, and I think it's going to work out pretty good that way. So I brought up the little Yanmar excavator and I'm going to chain up to this old part of the roof. Hopefully I've got enough fasteners released on it that I can just lift this off and get rid of it. I missed a few fasteners here and there, and I actually ended up moving that shed over just a touch. I had to reset it on the blocks. A little persuasion and it finally came off. Plan is to install hold down anchors on that shed on all four corners, and that will keep any movement of the shed from happening. This gives me a lot more room to finish my stringers and continue on with the roof project here. Trying to get this thing going. It's taken me a little longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. I've got plenty of time right now. Pre-cut all my blocks, so these things go on pretty easily, and kind of looks like I have a little issue on the back wall here as far as the straight and level with that old building, so I'm not really tying anything down. I'm going to have to probably go in and block that up just a little bit from the inside to make that straight and true. Stretch a string on the back sides of these things to make sure I'm pretty close. Like I said, nothing's tied down, so the fascia board will pull it over where it needs to be. Let the other side of the stringers just run wild, and then I'll cut those off after I get this completed. The actual framing construction on this doesn't take all that long. Just getting set up and prepared to do it all, it takes most of the time. I pulled a cross measurement on this roof. Like I said, the building isn't square, true, level in any way, shape, or form. But the roof I'm building on there is right down to the nitty-gritty. It's all but square. You couldn't get much closer if you tried. I put a couple fasteners down in there in between the sheets to space those out. You're supposed to have about an 1/8 inch between the sheets to allow for expansion and contraction. This end of the shed has a 2x4 in a way, just like the other end did, so I had to notch out a couple of boards to make them kind of straddle that 2x4 and get them attached now. Once all these individual pieces are cut, and it didn't take long at all to snap them in and nail them down. Sometimes it looks like I'm shooting a lot of nails in these, but that's not really true. Nail gun, you have to completely get your finger off that trigger or it won't reset to shoot the nail. And so it's a little picky about that, and I'm a little slow about getting my finger off. I'm using my little handy dandy blocks to help hold that 2x6 in place while I tack it up and get it ready to be nailed down permanently. This allows me to get all of those ladders in there nice and flush with the end plate there. Got all those tails cut off nice and straight. My grandson's installing our handy dandy little holders to hold the 2x6 up there for us, make it easier to to nail our fascia board up. Anytime he has the opportunity to come over and help, he makes my job so much easier. He's a big help. So are my granddaughters. They come out and help me quite a bit too. Installed flashing on the bottom part of this roof. Finish this fascia, then we'll get the rest of the decking put up there and screwed down, and we'll be ready for those side flashings, and we'll get the water shield up here and get that done. And once I get all the water shield on it, then I'll be ready for the metal roofing, which will come a little bit later down the road. We've got other things to do right now, so at least we'll get it watertight. My younger granddaughter's going to help me line up this last two stringers with the fascia board, make sure I get them nice and flush. So we rig up a little rope on a pry bar, and she's going to pull it down for me, and I'll get her tacked in place. I don't have a panel saw, so I'm going to get up here and be the panel saw. And as long as I keep on the line and be careful, it comes out pretty fair usually. Mark all the locations of the studs and stuff so I don't have to guess with my screws. I can pretty much see from the bottom panel where the screws go, but I might as well have a line up there, make it easy on myself. one more full-length panel and one short one, and then I can do my side flashings. It's cool enough out that I need to keep this eye shield in the sun as much as I can, make it a little more user-friendly, so it'll adhere down to the deck. It's a pretty good product, so I've got a lot of faith in that stuff. Even though I bought an extra long roll of this ice and water shield, I still ran short 3 or 4 feet. I managed to pick up some more, and my grandson came over and put it up for me.